terrible mistakes as a CAT aspirant. The 5 most common mistakes that can ruin the results for any CAT aspirant. Number 1, unstructured preparation. A lot of people start by getting into their search for a lot of materials, connecting different types of materials, and then not having a right plan to connect these dots. Also, they prepare on one day and then take breaks for 3-4 days. Therefore, there is an irregular preparation. There is no mentorship or a weekly or daily plan to make sure that we are absolutely in the rhythm of preparation and every day is being utilized fruitfully. Point number 2, mocks. If I talk about mocks, a lot of people think that mocks should be started once we have completed the syllabus, but that is an absolute no-no. You have to start with mocks today. For example, the new group that we've started at MBA Litmus in this week, we are starting with the mocks also in the first week itself. Remember, if you have 1,000 rupees, you can buy so much. But if you have only 100, you have to use it wisely to buy what is important. And therefore, when you are lesser prepared, it is also important to utilize your skill of identifying easier questions, commonsensical questions that you can still solve without completing the syllabus. And that is something which comes in very, very handy when you go for the actual CAT exam. Also, in mocks, it is important to have mock analysis. There are 2 elements to mock analysis. First is a self-analysis and second is a mentor analysis. A self-analysis is where you identify whether your attempts are up to the mark, your accuracy is up to the mark, and where you need to put in more efforts. Also, qualitatively, you will need to understand what are the sections that you need to put in more efforts in. In terms of the analysis with mentor, the mentor should tell you as to what are the areas that you need to improve, what should be your sectional plan, what are the kind of questions that are to be attempted first, and what are the kind of questions that are to be left behind. So therefore, in combination, mentor analysis and self-analysis should give you a good sense of every mock. And therefore, if there is a mock of 2 hours, you should be spending 2 hours for mock, 2 hours for self-analysis, and 2 hours for at least 2 hours for mentor analysis. That makes it 6 to 7 hours for every mock. You heard it right. That's the amount of time you have to spend in every mock to make sure that you are absolutely doing it properly. Apart from that, in the mocks, you have to have a very clear-cut sectional plan, which can also be individual in nature. For example, I can be good with VA, so I will start with VA, and you can be good with RCs and you start with RCs. So fix up your plan in the first 10 to 15 mocks and then stick to that plan and keep on improvising just a little bit. Third element, delving in the past. A lot of aspirants keep thinking about their 10th score, 12th score, extracurriculars they haven't done too much, co-curriculars they haven't done too much, and kill their preparation. Remember, percentile is one element which is in your hands and you can really impact it to get into one of the great B schools. A lot of people have gotten into B schools with some or the other problems with their profiles. In fact, we have done we've done a session with one of our students at MBA Litmus last year, Anshita, who as a fresher went into IIM Code with 4 years of gap. So if you want a profile evaluation, you can connect with us at the number given in the description and also flashing on your screen right now, and connect with us, get your profile evaluated once and for all. But then after that, please do not keep thinking about it and prepare for your examinations. Point number 4, you have to make sure that you do not keep delving into your comfort zone. Many times we've seen people who are good with DILR keep doing DILR, people who are good with VRC keep doing VRC, and ignore the other topics. Remember, you have to distribute your time properly. In fact, the sections that you like the most, you may very well give the time to that section, but do not basically ignore the other sections. Sit down with your mentor, with your guide, and prepare a very proper plan for yourself in terms of how can you divide your time properly. If you would want to connect with us, you can also connect with us and create your weekly, daily plans at the number given in the description. Finally, the last pointer, which is keeping the doubts alive. If you keep the doubts alive, it will certainly kill your chances. So Get into a program where you have doubts being catered to, or if in case you have any support where doubts are being taken care of, in case you are self-preparing, that is also something that you can really get into. For example, MBA Litmus for a lot of self-preparing aspirants does doubt solving sessions separately. You can be a part of it. We have added that in the description. You can check it out. But do make sure that you are not ignoring your doubts. You are taking care of your doubts every day, and then you will see that you are improving very, very rapidly. Those are the 5 mistakes that you have to make sure that you are not taking, you are not doing, and then I'm sure you will all do great this CAT. Thank you so much. God bless you. This is your friend and guide Sudhanshu, CAT 99.7 QA100, signing off. God bless you. Bye-bye.